Hello Capricorn, welcome to your April 2023 tarot reading. I'm Kate Smith-Kors. I'm a Reiki master and a tarot intuitive. So these are the messages for the collective, for all the Capricorns out there, whether you are Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any of the above, all of the above. All right, so most important thing here is to take what resonates and leave the rest for the other people, okay? So only take what resonates. The first thing that I want to talk about is this card that we have here. It's from the Everyday Witch Oracle, and it's called Ground and Center. Definitely a need to get grounded. It looks like he's taking a deep breath to me. He's getting himself to the place where, okay, so I just got a message that some of you feel like you have a target on you or a target on your back or something like that. There could be somebody or people in your life who you almost feel are either nitpicking you or criticizing you or something like that. Or maybe you're like, I don't know, some of you are feeling a little bit fearful. Maybe you've done something wrong and you're worried that you're going to get caught. I'm not quite sure. That obviously is only going to resonate for some of you. And then his boots are standing out. I wonder if some of you are like planning on going hiking, or if you are like, if you do manual labor or something like that, or if you enjoy being outside. If you do enjoy being outside and going for a hike or going for a walk, gardening, whatever it is, that's going to be really good for you in the month of April, Capricorn, because this is the overall theme, is the ground and center. You've got to come back to center, otherwise you're going to feel thrown off, okay? So some more energy that I want to talk about. We have the 10 of Cups, and that's a beautiful energy. That is happiness, love, and feeling connected in the community. And I feel like you guys have gotten this energy quite a bit lately, as there's just this community consciousness or collective consciousness that you're tapping into, and you're allowing yourself to meet up with friends or family. And I just feel like there's a lot of love here. We have this Lover's card. And so there could be an important Sagittarius in your life, or this could represent a very passionate connection. Some of you are really, okay, so there's a group of you who are really happy in your relationship and it's strengthening, or there's a friendship that you're really happy with that's strengthening. And then I'm also going to say that I have a couple other cards here from a different deck that is showing me that some of you are actually very unhappy. So we've got a few different situations here, but there does seem to be, it could be an important choice that needs to be made. The Lover's card can represent choices, but it is the number 6. And when I think about 6, I do think about important connections. So I think that you're forming important connections with other people, almost like a spider web. I'm kind of seeing a spider web right now. All the web that you're weaving is you're connecting with a bunch of different people. I'll just say it that way. And then the phrase, oh, what is it? Oh, what a tangled web we weave. I think that's the phrase. Some of you have gotten yourself deep into something, and I think that that's why I'm also feeling that some of you feel like you have a target on you, because you've gotten yourself in some type of situation and you're like, oh, what a tangled web I've weaved for myself. Okay. So moving on, we have the Hermit card here, and the Hermit card is in reverse. And so there could be a Virgo. I almost feel like there could be a Virgo leaving somebody's life here, because of these other energies. That I'm going to be talking about that in a second. So that's only going to be for obviously one or a couple of you, but I feel like some of you are really ready to come out into the world and share your story, share your light, share your experiences. And if you haven't done that already, but you felt called to do that, now is a good time. I feel like there's something that's going to be calling you to step out into the community to share your story. You're going to want to retreat. You're going to want to say, well, who am I to share my story? You know, I'm not anybody. I'm not special, but you are, Capricorn, okay? You are special. And Spirit's guiding you to share your story, to shine your light in the world. Share that if you are feeling called to do so. There is a wish come true. I feel like you're meeting somebody. I do feel like this is a person. I feel like you're meeting somebody that is going to be very important to you. This is like a wish come true. This is manifestations coming to fruition. And maybe it's a best friend. Maybe it's a reunion with a family member. Maybe it's a new partner. Maybe it's a deepening of a connection with a current partner. All right. So like I said, take what resonates, leave the rest. So 9 of Cups, wish come true. Beautiful energy. All right, so now these cards that I've been kind of hinting at here. We have the 5 of Water, things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. Some of you are still stuck in a state of grief. Some of you are really grieving over somebody. Maybe it was a connection that you'd lost. Maybe you lost a friend or a partner or a loved one, and it hit you really, really hard. And things aren't the way that you had expected them to be. I feel like some of you are still really stuck in this down cycle, and it's time to rise above it. You're wanting to move on. We have this 8 of Water here, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So because of the things that you've experienced, because your life in some area has not turned out the way that you were expecting it to, you have learned, you've grown, right? There's some type of spiritual and emotional growth that has happened here, and you're finally ready to move on. You're looking for something that's more meaningful. You're like, I know that my life has a purpose and I'm supposed to be doing something really important here, and you're really searching for that now. That's what I feel for some of you, is you're really searching for some type of purpose and meaning behind whatever it is. Some of you it's career related. Some of you it's like not career. It's just like a passion. Like you're trying to figure out some type of purpose. And I feel like part of that is telling your story. I just do. All right. So let's pull from the Rebel deck. This is, there's swearing in here. It's very blunt and it's kind of rude. So brace yourself, my friends. What does Capricorn need to know? Oh, I am not taking that many. Can I get one more? There was one that landed that I'm keeping. Anything else? There we go. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Yes. Some of you, it's going to be really important for you to ground and center, because I think that some of like this big wave, I think that that's like your thoughts just flowing through you and down into Mother Earth to be transmuted. Like you don't need to be weighed down by all of those critical thoughts that you have about yourself. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Absolutely. And then the other message that we have here is make better fucking choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Ooh, that's heavy. That's hard. That can be really hard to hear. Make better choices, right? If you are in a situation where you are unhappy with where you're at, understand that you are a human with free will, and things don't always just happen to you. You've got to take responsibility for where you're at in your life and know that you made several choices to get yourself there. So this Lover's card could be representative of making better choices for yourself from now on, making ones that feel deeply, passionately in alignment with who you are and what you want to take from this world, right? All right, so Here's another oracle card that I want to talk about, and this is from the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle. It's number 40. That condenses down to the number 4 in numerology, and 4s are about stability and getting grounded, right? And that's part of what we're looking for here. We're grounding, we're centering, getting to a place that feels more solid and stable. This is the Sphinx card, and it says gratification. So the duality aspect here is now versus later, knowing versus ignorance. Mark your successes. Mark your successes. Use your intellect. Be wise, and as such, know that you can't know it all. Be curious. You don't always need to expect to receive something immediately. Take your time to do things well. Delayed gratification can build character and achieve big goals. So I'll say that again. Delayed gratification can build character and achieve big goals. Guard what is integral to you. Everything that annoys or irritates you about someone tells us a lot about yourself. So I'm going to say that one more time too, because that's important. Everything that annoys or irritates you about someone tells us a lot about yourself. So part of this is, I think that some of you are in relationships where you're really irritated with your partner, but you're also like, the things that might irritate you about your partner are things that irritate you about yourself too. So it's almost like it's time to take a look in the mirror and see where you can adjust. This card about make better fucking choices, that's also because you're seeing yourself reflected in your partner. There's, I don't want to use the word mirroring because it's not mirroring. Reflecting, I guess. I can't think of the exact word right now, but there's an impatience. There is an impatience here with somebody, whether it be a partner or a friend, and I think that they're irritating you, but you're really also irritated with yourself, and that might be hard to hear for some of you, so I'm so sorry. So now I'm going to see what potential challenges there might be. What are some potential challenges? Okay, we have the Lovers card popping up again. I feel like some of you are having difficulties in your relationship or even with a friend. Again, this could be an important Sagittarius coming into your life. This could be somebody that you have a very deep connection with, or it could be something coming into your life that you feel this extremely deep bond with. Like, I feel like this is part of my life path. I feel like this is part of, maybe part of my soul contract. I'm also getting like a deja vu vibe. So some of you have been having deja vu a lot. But yeah, you're feeling very connected to someone or something, or even a place. Like, you guys might have found a place that feels very familiar to you. But the challenge part of this is that maybe you don't understand it. You don't understand why. You don't understand the importance fully quite yet. Yeah, there's part of the challenge is the Star card. So this is Aquarius energy, but also it could be you don't want the spotlight to be on you. And I think that that's part of why we had the Hermit card in reverse and why you're having such a hard time sharing your story or maybe even communicating with people. You might have a hard time connecting with people at this time because you just don't want to be in the spotlight for some reason. You're just having a hard time with that. But the Star card is also like our guardian angels. This could be a past loved one that is reaching out to you at this time. But I feel like you are either so consumed with like grief or maybe even pessimism or just like a negative mindset that it's getting in the way of you connecting on that deep angelic spiritual level that you could be. And the Queen of Wands. So yeah, again, there could be some important fire sign, whether it's Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Queen of Wands, she could be if you own your own business, or you're crafty, or you like creating, some of you, part of the challenge, you might be like so creative that that's like all you want to do and to consume your time with. But some of you could also be dealing with creative blocks as well. All right. And I feel like some of you are really getting like creative or creating things. You're in like a passionate place in your life. You're feeling really like you're feeling lit up by something, but I almost think that you're letting it consume you. You might almost be like obsessing over it. So this could be linked to a person. Like this could be a relationship that you're obsessing over. This could be this could just be, like I said, you could be obsessing over work or like a side hustle. I don't know. That's just, I feel like your sacral chakra is really lit up, and it could be excessive in that you get maybe overstimulated, and I don't know, I'm also feeling like anger from some of you as well. So there could be like managing your emotions could be potentially difficult with this water bear. I don't know. I usually feel temperance as like needing to manage emotions, but the star card right now in this moment is giving me like she has 1 foot in the water, you have 1 foot in your emotions, and when you're starting to feel overwhelmed, but when you're expressing them, she also has 1 leg or 1 knee on the ground. So she's keeping herself very grounded as she is exploring the emotional waters of herself. So that might be an archetypal energy that you're needing to tap into at this time. It could potentially be a challenge for you, but it'll be worth it. So I now want to pull from this Enchanted Map Oracle. Whoops. Yeah, ooh, some of you are really stubborn. Some of you are really stubborn. And some of you are in a relationship or a friendship, whatever type of ship, where you're like trying to force I don't know, it's like things are trying to be forced together and they're just not meant to be. All right. So this is the number 24, stuck in the mud. Yep. Some of you are feeling stuck at this time. All right. You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you even muddier. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. So I think that some of you are feeling really stuck in your current circumstances as well. I feel like some of you think that there's no way out, that you're in a job that you're unhappy with, you're in a partnership that you're unhappy with, there's a part of your life that you're feeling stuck and unhappy with. But Spirit is telling you, be patient. This is part of life, is wading through these muddy waters, and you will get out the other side. But if we try to fight it, if we try to struggle our way through it, and we view it as a struggle, then it's going to be a struggle. But if we view this as, this is a time where we're slowing down, then I think that it will end up being really enlightening for you. So guys, I feel like this reading was all over the place, to be honest. I feel like there's a bunch of little groups of Capricorns that needed a little piece touched on each part of this video. So again, like I said, take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're looking for a more personal reading, you can schedule on crystallizewithkate.com. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful month of April.